Hello everyone, this is East Mountain Films finally here for the thank you video for the 2020 NORAD Google Santa Tracker live stream. So this was my fourth and final year doing this, and so things went pretty well from my side, but there were definitely a few things out of my control. So we'll go over all that in this video. So the actual stream, kind of from start to end, the pre-show went okay. It didn't go great. There definitely was a lot of fast shifting between things to try and keep the audience engaged. We couldn't use GimKit, and that got locked down, so we had to use Kahoot. And then for the NORAD history video, usually show the whole thing, and it seems like this year people were bored with that. So we showed half of it, and then each year individually throughout the night, and try doing Among Us, and we Kahoot actually ended up doing pretty well. Among Us, not that well, and GeoGuessr not that well. So yeah, you live and you learn, and pre-show is always something tricky to do every year, just because trying to entertain for so many hours before the stream. But eventually we made it to the tracking panel transition around 1:30 a.m. And so that was kind of the pre-show. The actual stream itself ran without a lot of issues, though. I was able to get those custom CSS fixes so that the tracker Google would be in full screen, and NORAD 3D ran great. NORAD didn't crash this year, so that was really nice. And the music orchestrator, something I forgot to mention in previous recording of this and I'm not posting, that ran really well. No issues with that. It ran. It changed the mood dynamically. You could probably hear it throughout the night, and it did what it had to do, which was super awesome to see it on stream. Web portal was also working well. No issues there. So yeah, everything on that front went pretty well. And aside from maybe fiddling around with Google at the start, around like 4:30 a.m., which, I think it was basically fixed by the time tracking got started. Yeah, it went well. And then, unintentionally I wanted to record the start of Google and NORAD, but I just forgot to turn off the recording. So I was like, no, I'll just record the whole stream. And so that's going to be coming onto YouTube pretty soon. So what did end up happening was the power outage, because on the East Coast there was a nasty storm that kind of rolled through, and I was looking at the forecast before the stream, carefully monitoring the weather, and there was the signs of a storm that could knock out power and internet as well. So usually in a power outage, the way things go where I am is the power goes out, then we have the UPSs, uninterruptible power supplies with battery backups, to kind of be a stopgap solution until then the generator kicks in. We have a generator for the home. That then kicks in for desktop power, that kicks in for power in the server room for all the networking equipment, and then we're all good to go. So, and then the internet will stay on for usually an hour and a half, and then internet dies, and because there's no cell signal where I live, it's basically we're offline at that point. It's really hard to get an LTE signal. So, during the stream, we got through peak 10, 11 p.m., and then closer to 1 a.m., the lights started flickering and flashing, and, we had the cloud backup this year, which was just a machine on Paperspace that I rented out. It had a minimal tracker setup going just in case I had to switch over to it. And my thinking was, all right, when the power goes out, I'll switch to it, since I'll have an hour and a half of internet, and that'll be fine. So, unfortunately, the power outage also took out the internet with it. I think the internet went for 15 seconds after power went, and then it went totally, which was really unexpected. So the stream just died out of nowhere. And then, so I was running around my house after the power died, trying to find LTE signal once I confirmed, like, all right, the internet's dead, which isn't that good. Eventually, I got out a Motorola phone. I put it in kind of a place I know had some LTE signal. I was able to get online, thank goodness, after almost an hour, and boot into the backup cloud machine. But, I tested it before the stream when the trackers were idling, and I was like, I can do like 1080p 30, like whatever, it's all good. No way to even do that on this machine. I mean, I had to bring it down to 10 FPS on the Google tracker, just Google, at 720p. Which was not ideal. But an hour later, I got online, and I got the stream running again at like 2:50 in the morning. Everything was running, and then it also had an auto timeout feature for 1 hour because it bills you by the hour. And so the stream went off around 4 a.m. And so I had to log back in, which took like 2 to 3 minutes into the machine and restart the stream again. And so at that point, I kind of ran for the remainder of the night. And the connection was steady enough that I could, go on Discord and watch the stream and monitor stream chat with like a 240p feed of the stream. And I was able to log in and do the ending song, which was nice, but definitely not ideal. Unfortunately, totally out of my control. Power went out, tree fell, whatever happens around here. And so, I was debating whether I should switch to cloud backup as the lights were flickering, but knowing now with hindsight of just the poor quality of it, I don't know if it would be worth it or not, just because it would just be a drastic change in quality. So, you live and you learn, and that's what happened. So I did what I could to prepare in case this did happen, and it did. Thankfully, towards 2 a.m. when things were really ramping down, and it was nice to see everyone joining us at the end of the stream, which was super, super kind of everyone. And then Jamie went into the paper space around 9:30 because I was still at home, but I was about to kind of go off and go get cell signal. And he turned off the stream, and then about an hour later, I was able to go into YouTube Studio and turn off the stream from there, since I forgot to turn on auto off. Anyway, so yeah, before 2 a.m., everything ran great. After 2 a.m., about the best I could. So a bit of a crazy year. So I guess transitioning now into kind of the stream viewership, I know this year definitely was not the best year. We got a peak of about 160 odd viewers, about 15,000 playbacks, a lot of donations. So thank you to everyone who did donate during the stream. And so, it wasn't a great year, mostly just because just more and more people are streaming, and these big corporations and big channels with a lot of what I like to call pre-existing fan base. They kind of hit the ground running with a lot of viewers, and so it's impossible for even someone like me, which definitely we have a fan base. We got almost like 70 people at the start to watch, but that wasn't no match for these bigger channels, unfortunately. So we sort of had slid down in the SEO listings on YouTube. So it wasn't really that great. And that's kind of the truth of what's going on now. Just, it's very hard to run these streams. I know back in 2017, there weren't a lot of people running, and so I was able to pull off something like what I did, which was just start out of nowhere and get a lot of views. So it's kind of half of why I'm retiring, which I'll have more information soon. But that's kind of the stream. It ran about as well as it could. What this basically meant is that the time lapse is it's good up till 2 a.m., then it gets worked out. In hindsight, I could have connected the time lapse machine, which was, because generator was running, and, to this hotspot, but I was working with so limited bandwidth. I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that, because then NORAD would be constantly trying to get those map tiles or whatever, and so I don't know if it would affect anything. I kind of wish I did, but also, given the situation I was in, that wasn't even on my mind. So that's kind of really it. So it's been definitely a hectic stream, and of course a hectic past week. I'm finally at home, able to get these videos out. I was going to do a retirement stream today when I'm recording this and posting this, but it's been so hectic that I need to postpone it to the 9th. So that's when we'll kind of enjoy and look at past highlights, and by that point I should have more of the videos online for everyone to see about everything. So that's really it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming along to the stream if you did. It was great seeing you all, and there's going to definitely be a lot of videos coming out over the next couple of weeks. Probably uploading maybe 1 to 2 videos a day. I need to see how I'll schedule everything out. And then, you'll probably see a video about TabCC v5 at some point and all the changes coming in that. So that's kind of it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. So until then, bye-bye. I'm going to make a quick addendum to the thank you video. So you're seeing this at the end. I'm doing the retirement video I'm recording right now. I forgot to mention, even though we had less peak viewers, the stream chat was really nice. There's a lot of nice stuff going on in stream chat. It was definitely one of the best stream chats that I've had on a stream that I've run before. So definitely thank you all for that. And that's going to end this video. So thanks for watching again. Okay, bye-bye now.